Bala here, and today I want to probably make not just an update, maybe an update, but also an info video about Lego Episode 5 Kangaroo on Lego Spider-Abbey. Now, before I start this video, people are going to ask me these two questions I know they're going to say. One of them is this, one of the most major ones that comes up to my head is, one, why do you use Legos instead of, live action or or animation? I'm gonna tell you one. One of them is that I'm not that smart on animation. Two is that I can't do live action because it'll take some suits, making the suits, and obviously prepping some time and getting some actors, making a very good plan of the episode, and it's just too much work. I think that stop motion is way better. Plus, I don't have any action figures to do stop motion, so the only figures I think it would be useful is Lego. So that's why I came with Lego. Second question, I know people are going to say, are why do I post captains on those episodes when those figures start to speak? Well, here's the biggest question. More like the biggest answer. One of them is, I don't have any voice actors. And people says, "Oh, Joaquin, but you're the only person who owns this channel. Why can't you mimic a girl's voice?" No, because that's disrespectful, and I don't want to do that. Second thing is, I don't have a girl's voice at all, so that's a problem too. And the other thing is that I don't want to deal with time with I don't want girls just I'll just go up to a girl who isn't in the Lego going, "Hey, do you want to voice cast for my video?" And she'll be like, "Yeah, sure," and then realize that it's a stop motion video, so I can't do that. So that's why I came up with the captain's idea. Plus, you already know which characters are which captains the characters speaking in different colors, so that's why. Except for Lego Venom, because Jackson Brock spoke two different color captains, but I mean, it's just because the black almost darkened most of the words that he's trying to say, call us Venom and on one condition, whatnot. So yeah. And then here comes the update. Now you probably saw in the episode on the description below of Lego Spider-Abbey episode 4, you probably realized coming soon episode Kangaroo, episode 5 Kangaroo, and which is coming out Saturday. You probably realize, well, where is it? When is it going to come out? Because we've been waiting every single Saturday, and then that showed up. Well, here is the reason why. One of them is now the planning. The planning for that, the reason why I came up with the idea of planning that episode is because I did the similar thing with episode 4, which on Venom. Episode 4, Lego Spider-Abbey. People will be wondering, you didn't plan that. I'm like, yes, I did. You want to know why I came up with that trailer? Because I planned it. Besides, I also planned the whole episode. That's why I made most of the episode. Why I had to came up with all those different, how the characters, when the character's going to be at or whatnot. So that's why. And it was supposed to be planned just like there was in the trailer, except most of the stuff that you're not supposed to see in the trailer, which is the conversations, because those conversations are way too long for a trailer for me, especially for that conversation between Abigail Parker and Matt Jake Watson, especially the last one with Abigail Parker and the Natalie Osborne. So yeah. Besides, conversations are way too long for a trailer, so I can't do that. People will say, "Oh, no, they're not." I'm like, yes, they are. You want to know why? It's going to be a minute video, so I can't do that. So I don't want to do that. And then the next thing is, the planning. So that's why I did the planning. For this episode of episode 5, I won't be doing the trailer, but I'll be doing this info video just for that. Now, for this, I'm going to just show a little sneak peek. You see, episode 5 is going to be about Abigail Parker finally getting her driver's license, and she got the school dance. But a new villain by the name of Kangaroo wants to ruin Spider-Girl by showing her secret identity to the whole city. Not just the city, but the whole world. So that's when Spider-Girl realized it has to go down, that it has to be the fight between her and between her and Kangaroo. So, now that's when the stuff comes in. Now, there's going to be a lot of planning, so I'm going to explain these step by step. One of them will be the CGI. CGI is obviously a little animating CGI, and one of them is that animation. Well, not much CGI, but it's just animation for me. One of the reasons why I say CGI my version of CGI is because, well, the animation I did for my stop motion videos, which are adding the explosives and all of that, including the web and all, like how Spider-Abbey whips a web and whatnot. So that's why I did those. Second thing is that I also planned the probably. Sorry if you hear me moving. Right now I'm in my car. So yeah. And the next thing is that I'm doing a video of Lego. Next thing is the planning. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was gonna. So yeah, the animation, the CGI. Not much CGI like effects, like like the smoke and whatnot. I'll be doing like explosives, which will be made by me, with a long drawing expertise and whatnot. So yeah, plus that. And then I'll add, like, some stuff, like, if you notice, like, in every single episode, you see the stoplights that they don't, like, function like they were, like, in the first and the third episode. The reason for that is because, I did this. The reason why it looked like they were working in the first episode is because in the third episode, I took out studs. So I thought, why not? I'll just go ahead and animate those, make it look like the stoplights are actually working. So that way I don't have to deal with this, have to prep a lot of time for that. So next thing is probably some of the figures and stuff. Which one of them? And one of them is going to be Lego Spider-Abbey, in her school dance dress. And I was thinking most of the characters, but one of the characters I really like I would use is the Lego Hermione minifigure from pretty sure the Lego Harry Potter set, with the one with the castle and the clock tower from the same, like, clock, not the clock tower, but the same kind of Great Hall somewhat, like, that you saw both the Prisoner of Azkaban and the Goblet of Fire, I believe. I thought I would use that figure because, one, she kind of resembles to me my version of Abigail Parker. Two, it would be a perfect the perfect school dance dress for her to use, because it would look like she is in her pretty good style, if I say so myself. Next thing is but unfortunately I don't have that figure, so I'm going to probably order it on eBay to get that figure, because I don't want to buy the set itself, so I want the figure itself. Just a figure. The other thing is I do have figures for Kangaroo and then other figures like that, but I might also need the figures. So yeah. I got the cars. I got most of the props, like the cars itself. I already got the little car that Abigail will be driving. If you guys didn't know that car, it's the same car where Venom got hit. Well, not hit. It's the same car that Venom was kicked by Spider-Girl, and he lands on that car and on the first part of the episode. If you don't know, that little red car that you see. So yeah, pretty much I'll be using that particular vehicle, and then I have that little four-door sedan that you often see in that you often seen in the episode 4 of Lego Spider-Abbey as well. Well, that four-door sedan with two different doors, the reds on the front and then the oranges on the back. Yeah, those as well. And then the last thing I'll be using is I'll be also using the flying car from the Harry Potter set as well to resemble Uncle Ben's car, which I often use in the episodes of both episode 3 and episode 1. People might also confuse that as Peter Parker's car when he got killed by the burglar. That's not true, because Peter Parker never had a car. He just used Uncle Ben's car. So, and you also see, so yeah, in episode 4, for episode 5, I'm like, well, since we want to see most of Uncle Ben's car, I'll just go ahead and post that particular car in that episode as well, to be part of a driving test. And then And then we'll often see Spider-Girl at the dealership trying to buy her car. And then the last thing we'll be seeing is, probably kangaroo. I'll be using two different figures. One of them is the character I came up is probably my best guess will be Alyssa Toombs. If you don't know who that is, Alyssa Toombs is like a female version of Adrian Toombs, but instead of being the vulture, she'll be the kangaroo. And the reason why I came up with the kangaroo, because if you read the Ultimate Spider-Man comics, we often seen the info about kangaroo. So I thought I would take that character kangaroo and make that a character more than just a thief. I'll make him more like a supervillain, and know who Spider-Girl who really is. And she will have like two different characters, which you will see that later in the episode. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, and I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I promise I will do a live stream video on this channel about Counter-Strike later on. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.